apologies. I haven't been active really on YouTube or any of my platforms. Just been grinding. So we got some exciting things coming up for the channel. Some things I wish I should have recorded that happened in these past 2 weeks for you guys. Kind of did a motor swap on a Volkswagen Jetta, motor and transmission swap on a 15 Jetta, which was kind of sick. So I'll show you guys the final results soon. The car is not completely finished yet. There's still some things like exhaust and a couple of sensors I need to grab for it, but other than that, I mean, it's really done. And it's a 15 Jetta with 14,000 original miles on it, which is sick, at least on the motor and transmission. The body had, I think, 219,000, but the timing went and there's two things that I guess you could really do, or you can do a couple of things. If the timing chain breaks on your car, or you get the timing code, I think it was like a P0019 or something like that. I have to double check. Don't hold me to that, but pretty much there's like a bunch of teeth missing from the timing. It would not start at all, and it just kind of died out on my cousin that was driving it, and you know, he just pulled over and had the car towed to the nearest shop, and he was just like, "Hey Giovanni, do you kind of want to take a look at this?" I'm like, "Sure." But anyways, long story short, I actually just have the car now, and the best route that I went was just to put a new motor in. Now you can try at first to see if you could do the water pump and the timing chain, and see if there's any correlation with that, if it's a chain. In this case, it was a belt. So, I mean, you could have taken your chances and put a new belt on. And, you know, if that didn't work, you know, retime everything, put a new belt on. If that didn't work, your next step would have been just to take apart the head, replace the valves, you know what I mean, and hope like nothing happened with the pistons, and you know that there's enough refinement in the block that you don't have to resurface it, because that's where things start to get pricey, where you have to resurface things and kind of go that route. Now, as far as a cost thing, I was able to find a really good deal on a motor and transmission on Marketplace, which then, you know, I have the skills to install myself as a licensed mechanic and owning my own shop. You know, I'm able to do that type of work. So, you know, I just dropped that in, and I mean, it runs really good now. So that's the route that I went. But again, you know, if you know somebody, or like you have access to that type of machinery, or those tools, or friends that have that, you know, by all means give that a shot. But if you don't, and you're kind of like me, you're lonely and on an island, I would just, you know, do the best thing possible and just, you know, do the whole entire motor swap and transmission. I'm figuring if I'm putting a new motor in it with 14,000, I might as well put the transmission in too, so that way I don't have to go back and do that job. But you know, you always kind of want to make sure you do things to the best of your ability, you know what I mean? So there's no sense of half-assing something, no sense of taking a shortcut. Now, if it's different if you're on a budget, like, you know what I mean? If you are on a tight budget and you don't have the resources to kind of do things 100% legit, you know, you work with what you got, like, you know what I mean? But if you do have the resources and you have the time, by all means, just go for it. So we actually did that Jetta swap, which was sick. Kind of getting into the Volkswagens now. So, you know, with this GTI, the Jetta, I'm looking at a GLI. I don't know, they're kind of sick. Let me know, I'm a Beamer guy really, but these Volkswagens seem pretty reliable, pretty reasonable to fix if anything were to go wrong with it. bag to carry a Beamer, a couple Beamers on your plate, but you know, that never stopped me though. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, no, there's definitely some more expensive parts, and gas is more expensive and everything like that for the Beamers. Which the Volkswagens, they're cooler cars. The performance is there, and you know, I like them. So we'll see about the future of me owning more Volkswagens, but definitely rocking the vibe so far. So but yeah, other than that, you know, just been hanging out, living life, just working. Did brakes yesterday on this on my friend's Volvo, actually. So yeah, you know, moving and grooving. Thanksgiving's coming up. Got Black Friday. I am doing some Black Friday deals on a couple of the cars that I am selling. So, geez, people are in a rush here to get out. Not the mall, by the way. God. But yeah, I definitely want to sit down and talk about some future cars that are coming out and some new performance vehicles that I think are going to be a huge hit in the market. I know there's a lot of things coming out soon that are really exciting, and with Trump in office, I don't think we're gonna have to go the electric route. You know, we could keep kind of the V8s, the V12s kind of going, but you know, judging on how this world is, you never know. Everybody wants to go electric, everybody wants to go green, even though it costs more for the fucking battery to be made than it does emissions for the gas to be put in the atmosphere. It takes about the same emissions, but nonetheless, yeah, so we are at the mall right now. I just kind of want to give you a quick video to kind of explain where I've been at, what the future is for the channel. I will be doing an in-depth review on the Jetta, as well as the 5.7 Hemi 300. I know that's like a pretty cool car also. I kind of want to get that out there for you guys while I have it. And yeah, we're going to keep going with the channel. Again, there will be a Black Friday sale on my cars. I'm thinking 20% off of whatever the list price is. I am on Marketplace, so you will see the cars there. Just feel free to message me, and you know, we could work something out. The website is being built as we speak. I have my guys on that working, and you know, yeah, just enjoying life. We're gonna finish out the rest of the year and kind of cool down a little bit, and then it's gonna probably warm back up around tax time. You know, everybody's gonna want cars, so we're seeing what's up with that. And yeah, the goal is to kind of get the either the dealership popping off, or you know, just having my own garage with cars, you know what I mean, which probably still is going to end up being a dealership anyway. But yeah, and then we might break down some finance videos here and there about, you know, how we keep the business going, what we do to generate leads, kind of what we do to bring new business into the doors, how we treat our customers after the fact, all of that. And yeah, and hopefully we could grow this into being something really large. You see, I got the turtleneck on. It's fall season, so yeah, I don't know if you saw my last video, you know, it's going kind of crazy, but now we're a little bit more tamed. So yeah, just enjoying this fall weather. The leaves are changing, so life is going good. I just want to give you guys a quick update. In-depth videos will be on the way soon. Peace.